what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be going over some quick reminders for you all on things ending or resetting with maintenance. So we do currently have NGS Mission Pass Season 25 that's going to be going away with the upcoming maintenance. So saying that, it's always a good idea before this is gone, go up to the top left here in the Mission Pass. You can see where it says previous season up here. And this allows you to see the previous season, which was NGS Season 24. Now this is going to be your last chance you have to claim any items in here that you didn't claim. You might have some stuff in here that you haven't claimed yet. Make sure you go through and make sure that you've claimed everything. And as well, go through the currencies that we have here right now and go through and make sure that you claim everything here too. Now, right now is going to be your last chance that you have to actually progress any of these tiers before the maintenance comes along. And if you really want to, if there's something in the tier listing here that you haven't gotten to yet that you really want to claim, you can always purchase tiers here for 25 star gems per tier. So hopefully you don't have to do that, but that is an option that you do have. Now, whenever it comes to the Mission Pass Gold portion here, I would suggest everybody get a hold of a Mission Pass Gold because the Mission Pass Gold actually has a lot of really good stuff inside of it. So it's very worthwhile. Now, if you are a premium member, premium automatically comes with the gold portion of the Mission Pass. But if you're not a premium member and you want to get a hold of the gold portion of the Mission Pass, all you have to do is if you open up your menu and go down to the shopping cart down here in the bottom right, and you go to there and then ACSG shop and then SG shop, and towards here at the very bottom of the listing, you can see that you can purchase an Mission Pass Gold Pass here for 100 star gems. So we do have a refined form September 23 SG scratch that'll be coming to an end. Now I'm sure you all probably have some exchange tickets for this we got some of these from the past 2 mission passes. So that's actually in the current mission pass that's going to be coming to an end as well. So make sure you go through and use your prize select tickets. As well, there's also a scratch bonus emote here that you might like. I didn't care for this emote myself. This emote didn't actually have any button function presses to it or anything like that, so it's just what you see in the preview here. I wasn't really too crazy about it myself, so I just didn't bother scratching on this SG scratch this time around. Now, whenever it comes to the prize listing in here, most of the stuff that's in here is going to be repeating, but if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you can see some things in here that it says display end. Now, when it comes to these things, they're actually not going to be revived in the next SG scratch coming up. So any of these things here, I would say keep an eye on these. If there's anything here missing that has display end next to it, make sure you grab that before it's too late with your selector ticket. So this is going to be the last chance you have to progress your seasonal points, because the Yummy's seasonal point shop is still going to be lasting for another week, but this will be the last chance you have to cure the points this week. So if there's anything inside of Yummy's shop here that you're lacking points to obtain, it's definitely a good idea to go out there and do some PSC bursting in like Alnoth and Retem, or in Laura McKee if people are running that too. You can really get a lot of points really fast in Alnoth, and there's definitely a lot of really good stuff in here inside of the prize listing for the seasonal points shop that you don't want to miss out on. Some accessories in here, some star gems, the special scratch tickets and stuff like that, alpha reactors. There was loads and loads of good things out here. Now, saying that also, it's also a good idea to go through and make sure you've hit all these limited time tasks that are concerning for seasonals too. There's actually a lot of limited time tasks for the seasonal point stuff as well, and that'll be going away with maintenance too. You can see I pretty much completed all of mine. So this week we do have an AC scratch that's going to be coming to an end, and that is the Remix line November 23. So if you've been scratching on this, make sure you use your selector tickets where you can pick a prize from the prize listing with anything you want. And it's a good idea just to go through these listings, just as usual with all the AC scratches. Go through, make sure if there's anything in here that you want to add to your wish list, or any of these outfits and different things that are inside of here. All of this stuff is going to probably go up in price once the scratch is gone. There was some really nice outfits inside of here. It's definitely worth mentioning real quick before it's gone, before all this stuff shoots up in value most likely. So this week we have another Arks record ranking that's going to be coming to an end. If you're in the game and you open up your menu and then you go to personal and then Arks record, and then random challenge records, you can see right here it's South Retem Dash Stage 1. Now, it's always a good idea to do at least one run of this, that way so you can get yourself a participation reward, which will give you some Arks record badges, which you can use and turn on some star gems and stuff like that. Now, if you have a character on multiple ships, you can actually do this per ship, just one run per ship, and you'll get Arks record badges per ship that you have a character on, because it's an independent ranking, and it makes it a lot easier to get a hold of those weekly star gems and so forth. Now, if you really try to go hard on it, you could possibly get silver or gold and get even more Arks record badges. But just doing one run is always a wise idea. Now, the way that you would find this, if you open up your world map, you can see it's down here in South Retem, and it's right here at this Ryuk, or the Galner Coast West. And you would start it up via this little terminal right here. So this part of the video, we're going to go through and do some static weekly trades, and this is just trades that you should be doing every single week. We're going to go to the first shop on the left in Central City at Item Trader Travis here. And Item Trader Travis up at the top has Item Exchange, and towards the bottom down here is N-Augmentation success rate 10%. You want to trade in for 3 of these a week. It takes 30 gold Prim swords. And as well, we'll mention the Arks Record Badge Exchange. The Arks Record Badge Exchange, you can trade in for weekly star gems here, which is pretty important. And as well, you can also get a hold of Arms Refiner 2 in here weekly as well. And then also, we'll mention Item Exchange Stia. Item Exchange Stia towards the middle here has a limited time trade for Arms Refiner, and as well some of these capsules here, they don't really have a lot of value anymore, but the Arms Refiner could be pretty nice for you. And then we'll also mention Aegis Integra Exchange. Towards the bottom down here for Aegis Integra Exchange, you can get a hold of these different capsules right here that can be used to make Alpha Finale, which is an extremely useful capsule. And as well, we'll mention Giga Strugment Exchange. If you're killing Gigantics enemies in the Alio or the Retem region, you're getting a hold of Giga Strugments, and you can trade in for these different capsules here, and there's camos and stuff. There is a limit to them. You probably don't have enough to hit the limit on all these camos, but just in case, this is a trade here. And some of these camos sell for a lot of money in the shops too. And then lastly, we'll mention is the Growthment Exchange here. Now the Growthment Exchange, if you're running Lucille Exploration or just various like different tasks in the game, you can get a hold of Growthments, and you can actually exchange in here for, there's actually a limited exchange in here for Arms Refiner 2, and as well there's also some of the versatile weapons and also the Octa armors. Now you can trade in for a limited amount of these with the fixes on them. So then from there, we're going to run down the street to the last shop on the right in Central City, and that's going to be at the Item Enhancement Shop. Now the Item Enhancement Shop down at the bottom will be Exchange Enhancement Materials, and you can trade in for other enhancement materials. Now in here you can trade in for 10 of each of these Gold Prim Sword 2 and Armor 2s per week, which is very useful for enhancing your gear. And as well, there's also some materials here for the Photon chunks for getting potential level 6. And also you can get a hold of Arms Refiner 2 in here. Now then from there, we're going to run up the stairs here and under the tower in Central City, and that's going to be the Alliance Activity and Support NPC Tim. Now Tim has Alliance tasks, and then once you do the Alliance tasks, you get a hold of Alliance badges as a reward. And there's a trade in here for Genesis points as well as star gems, and also some triggers in here. Some of these triggers have a lot of value. You can make a lot of Meseta from them, especially when it comes to the mining rig defense Retem. These actually sell for a ton of money right now. You can trade them for these and you can make about $1 million or so, something like that. It's going to vary ship to ship on how much people are paying for the triggers, but these are actually very hot right now because people can get a hold of the 10-star weapons inside of there. Okay, so lastly, the next part of the video, we're going to go back to base PSO2 to get a hold of the weekly star gems from the casino, and as well you can also get some weekly star gems from Buster Metal Exchange. Now, PSO2 is a separate download from NGS. It's a DLC. It's free though. It is quite large, but it's very worth having. Now, the way that you would access base PSO2, if you're next to any Ryuker anywhere in the game, you can go to block transfer, and up at the very top is the transfer to PSO2 block option. Now, another way to get to base PSO2 is via the ship selection screen. Once you authenticate your ID, it's going to take you to the character selection screen. Now, upon the character selection screen, once you go through here and you go to select your character, you can see there's an option for PSO2 NGS, or underneath of it would be base PSO2. Now, upon logging into base PSO2, it's going to put you right here in the Ark ship lobby, and if you turn around, there's an elevator right here, which will take you to the shopping plaza. Once you go inside of here, if you jump down, you can turn directly around again, and it's going to point you at the entrance to the casino. Now, right to the left of the entrance of the casino, there's a Buster Metal Exchange shop up there. You can exchange Buster Metals for 100 star gems weekly up there. Now, Buster Metals you can get a hold of via Buster Quests, and as well you can also get them inside of the Cradle of Darkness trigger. Now, you get a hold of Cradle of Darkness triggers via the Alliance shop from the team room in base PSO2. Now, I'm not going to go through up there and show you the trade for that, but that's where it is up there if you have Buster Metals. We're going to go here into the casino, and once you enter inside of the casino, if you run over to the left, there's a prize attendant Chip right here. Now, Chip has limited time prizes right here where you can change in for weekly star gems, and these take casino coins to get a hold of. Now, if you're wondering where you can get a hold of casino coins, it's going to take casino coin passes. But if it's your very first time in the casino, you can get some tasks from this person, and he gives you little random things around the casino to do, and he'll give you some passes. As well, you can also gamble a lot of casino passes via the Arkuma slots right there, those slot machines with the bear head. Those actually can give a lot of casino passes. It is a bit of RNG though, you could go broke. Now, once you have the casino passes, if you take them to this Bull Dragon machine right here, he has an option to spin either 1 pass at a time or 5 passes at a time. We're going to spin 5 just to show you an example. And he's going to spit out some random value of coins at us here. Hopefully he'll give us some extras. We got a silver to drop, so as you can see, one of the passes that we used gave us 300 instead of 100. Now you can actually get all the way up to 500, which would show a gold portion. Now, there's actually another way to get a hold of casino passes, which is extremely easy, and that's via just doing a daily order in base PSO2. So we're going to go back to the main Ark ship lobby and show you that. So here we are again back in the main Ark ship lobby. If you turn and go to the left, there's a daily order attendant over here. Now, the daily order attendant towards the very bottom has some like harvesting, pole fishing, like mining and stuff like that sort of orders. And you would do this stuff via free field explorations, and these are actually really easy to do. These are the ones I like to do because I stock up on these items and I have a nice little stockpile to where I just don't have to do anything anymore and I just turn these things in. There's also some other orders in here that you could clear, like certain kill orders, collect orders, stuff like that. But the main one I like to focus is these harvesting ones. And as you can see, I have a lot of these items here just stocked up. I'm going to go ahead and turn in one of these. But whenever I do, it tries to get me to turn in all of my item, but I'm going to adjust the value to just turn in one because I want to keep these items to turn in for another character, another week, or so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this one item in here. And when it does that, it's going to complete a daily order. It's going to pop up saying I completed a daily order, giving me 5 casino coin passes. I'm going to go ahead and claim that. So there's my 5 casino coin passes and some EXP too. Now, you can actually do this per character per day as well, and that gives you a lot of casino coin passes per day in a matter of minutes, really, if you have these items stocked up. And in turn, that turns into some nice weekly star gems. Okay, so that's going to wrap it up for the video. I'm curious, did any of you have any luck this week with the 100% drop rate buff going? Let me know down in the comments below. Speaking of which, likes, comments, and subscribing is a free way that you can help my channel grow, reaching a larger audience. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and have a wonderful day, friends. I'll see you all in the next one.